Cyberduck End Dragon's attack and defense is equal to the combined original attack and defense of Cyberduck Dragon and Cyber End Dragon, its fusion materials. There are no Synchron monsters with a higher level than 5. The two highest level Synchron monsters are Excel Synchron and Quick Draw Synchron. The two highest fixed value effect damaging spell cards are Meteor of Destruction and Tremendous Fire, both of which inflict 1000 damage to your opponent. There are 3 cards that allow your life points to become a set number regardless of what you originally had, and these cards are Lifestream Dragon, Self-Destruct Button, and Life Equalizer. Dimensional Fissure appears in the card art of Dimensional Prison. This would make sense as both cards have effects that banish monsters. There are 4 hats that appear in the Magical Hats card artwork, however its effect can only select 3 cards. Great Mammoth of Goldfine's TCG name is based on the 4Kids co-producer Lloyd Goldfine, who helped bring the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series to North America. Big Inflate Dragon has the highest number of cards required to pay the cost for its effect, with a total of 50 needed. The 2 hero monsters with the highest attack are Elemental Hero Cosmo Neos and Evil Hero Malicious Fiend. And Evil Hero Malicious Fiend was the first fusion monster to require a fusion material with a specific level, as it required 1 level 6 or higher Fiend monster. Counter Cleaner is the only card that is able to remove all types of counters from the field. Left Leg of the Forbidden One was the first part of Exodia the Forbidden One to be released in the OCG. Star Liege Paladynamo and Heroic Champion Excalibur appear to have completely opposing effects. Both have 2000 attack, and their effects require a cost of 2 Xyz materials. Heroic Champion Excalibur's effect doubles its attack, however Star Liege Paladynamo decreases a monster's attack to 0. In astronomy, the Pleiades is an open star cluster that also goes by the name of 7 Sisters, and Constellar Pleiades appears to have 7 segments on his coat. Aqua Dragon and Man-Eating Black Shark were the first 2 fusion monsters with more than 2 fusion materials. Gimmick Puppet Cattle Scream has the highest original attack of all main deck Gimmick Puppet monsters, and is also tied with Gimmick Puppet Des Troy and Gimmick Puppet Nightmare for the highest original defense of all main deck Gimmick Puppet monsters. Luster Pendulum the Draco Slayer was the first tuner pendulum monster. Odd Eye's Rebellion Dragon was the first card to have an effect that could place a pendulum monster from the deck to the pendulum zone. Gravekeeper's Ambusher is one of the few cards in the TCG that doesn't have any of its weaponry censored, despite the card appearing with several pieces of weaponry. Astral Karibo and Rainbow Karibo are the only level 1 Karibo monsters that do not have 300 attack and 200 defense. The last card used by Alito in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal is Last Counter. Polymerization has had the most errata of any card in the OCG, with a total of 8. Odin, Father of the Aesir, has the longest summoning chant of any monster in any Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. Both Leviathan Dragon and Utopia appear in the card artwork for Purge Ray. However, these monsters can't be used together with this card's effect. Cephalon, the Ultimate Time Lord, is the only Time Lord monster that doesn't have any built-in protection from being destroyed, or an effect that prevents its controller from taking battle damage. Meteor Flare is the only trap card that allows itself to be added to the owner's hand from the graveyard instead of drawing during the next draw phase. TG Halberd Cannon was the first Synchro monster to require at least 3 Synchro monsters as material. Giant Kozaki has the highest original printed attack and the highest total stats of any level 4 monsters in the OCG and TCG, with a combined total of 4900 attack and defense. It's time for a trivia round. Which character has lost the most duels to the same person on screen? Could it be A, Shark, or maybe it's B, Chaz Princeton, or could it be C, Joey Wheeler? The correct answer is B, Chaz Princeton, who lost to Jaden Yuki 5 times. Masaki the Legendary Swordsman was the first card in the OCG to feature English alphabetical characters in the card's name. Card Ejector appeared in the 4th season opening of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, as well as the trailer for the movie Bonds Beyond Time. However, the card did not feature in Season 4 of GX, or the movie Bonds Beyond Time. In this card's only appearance in the anime, it failed to use its effect and was destroyed by the effect of Zero Hole in episode 154 of GX. Number 95 Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon was the first Galaxy Eyes monster used by kites that wasn't part of the Photon archetype. Both Dash Warrior and Speed Warrior have attack gaining effects, and both result in 1800 attack, which interestingly is their attack multiplied by their level. There are 3 Zexal themed cards that require you to speak to activate their effects, and these cards are Creator of Hope, Winning Formula, and Creator of Miracles. The cards were released in advanced tournament packs in 2013 Volume 2, 2013 Volume 3, and 2014 Volume 1, with Creator of Hope being released first and Creator of Miracles being released last. These cards were never released in the TCG and are considered illegal, however they were legal during special Yu-Gi-Oh! Day events in the OCG. Link Male Archfiend was the first Link monster to list a fusion monster as Link material, and the orbs that appear in this card's artwork represent different summoning techniques, purple being fusion, white being synchro, black being Xyz, and blue being ritual, and this is likely because these types of monsters can be used as Link material to summon Link Male Archfiend. Garbage collection requires banishing 2 machine type monsters, however the monsters depicted as the cost in the card art are Scrapworm and Scrapshark, who are an insect and fish type respectively. Drake Shark has exactly half of the original attack and defense of Shark Drake. Drake Shark will also be the first card in the OCG and TCG that can be treated as multiple Xyz materials for an Xyz summon. Girag was the first character in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal to use a rank up magic card. Chaos Goddess was the first synchro monster that predetermines which attributes the tuner and non-tuner monsters must have. It was also the first monster that required both the tuner and non-tuner monsters to have different attributes. Tongue Twister was the first TCG exclusive card to be used in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal anime, and it was followed by Battlestorm, Grapple Blocker, and Wind Up Zenmains, which were all TCG exclusive cards. Zone Eater and Swordsman from a Distant Land share the same level, attack, and effect. Raise Body Heat was the first spell card to feature a monster in its artwork. 6 falling stars appear in the card artwork of Converging Wishes, each of which represent one of the Signer Dragons. Red represents Red Dragon Archfiend, green represents Ancient Fairy Dragon, yellow representing Lifestream Dragon, orange for Black Winged Dragon, blue for Stardust Dragon, and violet representing Black Rose Dragon. Lesser Dragon's flavor text states that it's incapable of breathing fire. However, in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime and the game Duelists of the Roses, this monster attacks by breathing fire. Toon Cannon Soldier was the first Toon monster to become forbidden, however this was only in the OCG. Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon was the first Xyz monster summoned in Arc 5, and it was the first Xyz monster summoned by Yuya. It's also the only one of the Dimension Dragons that only has one effect. So you made it this far, but can you answer this? What are the 2 fusion materials needed to summon Flame Swordsman? Leave your answers in the comments.